Hi, today we're making cheddar and rosemary meatballs, a really nice dish to entertain with. Really nice, sweet and savory morsels. We'll start with the cranberry sauce. We have some cranberry juice. You could use either fresh or frozen cranberries, both work really well. Maple syrup, there's the sweet part, about 3 tablespoons. And don't worry about ingredients, you can find them at the end of the segment. While these simmer 8 to 10 minutes, just going to stir them a little bit. Add a little bit of salt, some pepper. Just lower my heat, and while I lower my heat and this simmers, I'm going to make my meatballs. In here we have some veal. We have an egg, lightly beaten. Day-old bread would work. Rosemary, a little bit of salt and pepper. And not too much, because we are going to be using some cheese. I'm using some Canadian cheddar in this recipe today. I love using this cheddar because you can use mild, they can come in medium, even a sharp version, and it melts just beautifully. It's nice to work with. But if you don't have any at home, you could use Canadian mozzarella, provolone, some Havarti, whatever you have. And the best way to do this is to use your hands. I'll give my hands a wash. Okay, this is good. Give my hands a little wipe. Give this just a little stir. I'll make nice little meatballs. My oven is preheated. This is a little trick. If you want meatballs to be all the same size, just get yourself a little ice cream scoop. So we'll start with these. Just put them on your cookie sheet. I've lined it with parchment paper so they don't stick. And now let me show you what I do. This is a little trick my grandmother taught me. There's a little bit of warm water in here with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just mixing that up here, right in the middle like this. Make my hands a little bit smooth. That'll make a really nice meatball this way. And what you want to do is take your cheddar and you want to insert in the middle. It's really important that you cover it, because when you put it in the oven, you don't want the cheese to melt and seep through. You'll lose it. You want to make sure that cheese stays inside, well contained, so when you bite into it, it'll be really good. See, they're perfect. Again. Make sure your cheese is cold when you're working with this. The meatballs get ready and they go into a preheated oven at 450 degrees. You don't want your cheese to be hot or at room temperature, because they'll melt too quickly. And that sauce looks really good. By the time I finish rolling, they'll be ready. The sauce is ready. I'm just going to finish it. Finish it with a little bit of chives. Goes in here. Just a little stir. I'm going to try it, make sure it seasons well. That's perfect. That goes here. This sauce is nice either at room temperature or warm. So if you want to prepare it ahead of time and put it in the fridge, I don't have a problem. Just heat it up a little bit. And now I'm going to pull out my meatballs. I'm sure already. It's about 8 minutes. Let's go take a look. These are really nice. They smell delicious. So I want to put them in here nice and warm. A little rosemary, and it decorates them really nicely. There you go. And I've got these lovely little skewers, and you know, I think they're pretty because it reminds me of the rosemary, and you can just pick a few in like this. And all you have to do is make sure they're not too hot, is just dip them into your sauce. And they're ready to go. Buon appetito.